Hello and welcome to Randoms. We are back again with this episode and we appreciate you guys. We see your comments. Some of them we might take long to answer because we are attending other stuff that might look similar or might sound similar to what we are doing here. But guys, keep them coming. Whatever comment that you bring down there, I'm sure you've noticed that we don't delete, don't block anyone as long as you don't do cloud chasing and do all those other things that other people do in our comments. And then, yeah, Emily, let us roll with this Pastor Once a Wife.
Episode 6, Season 2 of Pastor Once a Wife. Hi guys, welcome back to Randoms. I'm Emily, for those who are new. Okay, so the brother asked the ladies if they would date a broke guy. Okay, now this is the very same brother from the previous episode. This is Tshegofatso Modisa King's brother, Pastor Tshegofatso's brother. And it seems like he has had a couple, you know. So he's very vocal, he's very unshy, he's out there. So he's asking the ladies if they would marry a broke guy. And Carol says no. And Dudu on the other hand says, but why are you asking such a question? I mean, to me, it seems like you are a bully. And the brother did not like hearing that at all. Okay, Pastor had to chip in and said, okay, just before Pastor chipped in, the brother responded to Dudu and said, no, forget about it. Don't even answer me because I'm a bully. So he was pressed about Dudu implying that on him. But then Pastor says, I'm not a broke guy, okay? He says that the reason why his brother is not clued up about his finances and how much he makes is because he knows that his brother is going to milk him dry. You know?
Yeah.
He's going to milk him by always asking him for money. And Mercy, one of the sisters, was even crying. She felt so embarrassed and emotional about what was happening between his two brothers.
Yeah.
And then Baba Lwa says that he did not like how Pastor Tshego responded to his brother in front of them. And he says that Yena, she understands personalities. So she understood Budi, how he was asking. Okay, he understood where his questions were coming from. And I feel like Babalwa also was appreciative of the fact that it seemed like he was oversharing. And some of the information, maybe to Babalwa, was important.
Okay. So I think that what made, for me, what stood up is that Babalwa obviously was interested on the part of man. And I think she got her answers, maybe. If she takes them as answers. Because why would you defend someone that you've met that day after all these days that you were spending with the pastor? Well, it looked like the topic or whatever that the brother was actually trying to bring on the table, it interests you. So that is finances. Others as well, they seem to not be deterred by such.
Yeah.
But I think for Baba Hala it was important to know whether Pastor Bay has money.
It's important, okay, to know where she stands.
Well, if she was there for money, she was answered in a short time, and she short-lived. Now I think even whatever that's going to happen to her, it surprised her.
Shocked her, ne?
Yeah.
She didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
Well, then the brother continues to say that why are you angry because you can't afford the Lamborghini? That's in the confessionals and the diary sessions. Pastor Tshego actually walked away into the car and he was upset. He was upset at his brother for trying to paint him as if he's someone who is broke, a broke pastor. You know, and he felt like his brother put him under pressure in front of people that he doesn't know, and alleging also that his brother has a history of doing this to him. He likes embarrassing him. Every time he introduces new girlfriends, the brother is all up in their faces and trying to maybe mislead them by telling them things that are outrageous.
Well, I think I said a lot about the brother
last review. You could see through him, eh?
Yeah, he's that kind of a person who's actually looking at his young brother and maybe loves what his young brother has, and he would like to also have it. That's what I saw about the brother. And well, you don't take such people lightly. That is what I would like. I would advise these ladies, whatever that he might have said, I cannot discredit it. I can only say that build from it to actually get to know your Pastor Bay very well.
Pastor Bay very well. So now they are doing their makeup and they are sitting by themselves, the ladies, they're doing their makeup. And it seems like they're trying to fight. First, we see an altercation between Uyunisi no Babalwa, okay? And it seemed like there's friction there.
No, I think they were continuing about whatever that
The
happened
conversation that they had.
with the brother. And Babalo was trying to say that you guys are, was it Eunice or it's there's this other woman that she was fighting with.
Carol started off by saying that she feels like the brother is spoiled, and then Elina Mandla uyangena futhi uthi she didn't quite have a problem with how things unfolded, and then Baba Lwa got in and said, you know what, there are some mothers out there who feel like bazizinto, and she made an example out of Elina Mandla in the sense that, Elina Mandla is fighting for Upasta and she doesn't even know Upasta like that. She's too understanding and trusting. That's what she said.
I think she was trying to create a wedge between the pastor and Babal, is it Babal?
Elina Mandla.
No. Elina Mandla is the eliminated one.
No, so, the eliminated one is Babalwa.
Babal.
Yes.
Yeah, Babalwa was trying to create a wedge between the two, so that I think it backfired, because whatever that she was trying to do, she also forgot that this is a competition, and sort of a competition to me. Whoever wins the pasta then wins the competition. So,
because even at the beginning, she was like, I'm getting down, you know? I'm like, oh, Baba, you're confidence girl.
So she was trying to get into their heads so that they start looking and scrutinizing the pastor. And the pastor cuts the head.
Yeah. So Eunice asked them, when you first met the pastor, what did you think of him? Elina Mandla says, I honestly thought that he was full of himself. And then Caroliana, on the other hand, thinks that Eunice is the one that should actually be eliminated. The thing about Eunice, she doesn't show herself to the pastor.
Yeah.
She and Babalwa are sort of similar in what they believe.
Yeah.
But Eunice, when she's with the pastor, she holds herself.
She wants to show the colors.
She wants to show the good side.
I don't think she's gonna make it.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna.
She's two-faced.
That whatever that she's doing is actually creating this personality out of her head, of a dry humor. It doesn't have life. It doesn't, because you are faking it.
Yeah, she is really faking it a lot.
Yeah, she's just faking whatever that she's doing. She's just faking it. It's fake. There's nothing real about her. Just fake. I wouldn't be surprised if we dig deeper, we probably find that there's a boyfriend
in the closet. Okay, so now they're going to a spa. They're going to get the massages. This conversation, it still continues. Bomo girl are getting massages. They should be relaxing, but here they are arguing again. And Pastor sent a message to them, letting them know, I guess, that he's thinking about them and he hopes that they would enjoy that spa experience. Elina Mandla uti yena no Eunice no Babalwa, she feels like they brush her off and they stop her from speaking every time she wants to express herself. Bayamvimba.
Yeah.
And then Babalwa says, I don't have a problem with you, mina yang sugela and whatnot.
Babalwa failed this game. I don't know. Like I thought I would for an Instagram pay, I would think that she's got a strategy and well, she didn't have a game. She just failed. Hence, now the Instagram popularity ends here.
Well, Eunice in the confessional says, she's not here to make friends, so she doesn't care whether Ubabalwa likes her or not. Carol also asked about the vibe between Ubabalwa and Eunice. So, and then she said to Babalwa, when now Babalwa, it feels like everyone is confusing you. Like, I mean, even the pastor, even Teho. And she says, she was putting petrol into this whole situation.
She was just fueling it.
Yes. Eunice says that she is a changed person because back in the day, if umuntu emzela njengoBabalwa emzela, isandla sakhe besishesha kakhulu, but she's born again now and
No, she just said that I'm suppressing my feelings because
Yeah.
I mean, being born again does not stop you from
she has to put it in there. Phela umfundisi lo.
Suga. She's just you know, people who like arguing, they are not good fighters. That's all I can say. So I don't think she was a fighter for starters.
Because she's the one who started the argument, right?
She likes arguing.
Kitty uhleli with the bed in her face and she's busy. Jwara. I'm like, girl, isn't this a time to relax?
No, she's one of those girlfriends where you want to sleep and then you can't sleep because they are just talking. You're like, what the hell? Like you want a hole and then hide yourself. Like, aye man, this person is just talking non-stop. It's like you plugged something on or batteries and then they start speaking.
Oh my God. So Carol also in the dinner. It's now elimination time. You know the famous table, you guys. Whenever pastor sits there, someone has to go home. And this time around, it was Babalwa. He says that he did not feel safe at all. This comes after he asked them the question about what they thought of his family. Elina Mandla says that I can see that in your family there's no peace. But it's responsibility to protect you and whatnot. Dudu says your brother is very different, okay? And it disrespect is just way too much when it comes to you. Obaba on the other hand says, I understood your brother and I feel like you misunderstood me for understanding him. So Pastor Chiena, he did not feel safe.
Yeah,
he did not feel safe at all.
You would feel like your wife is not supposed to gang up against you with your family. If it happens that there is that your wife must choose you.
The example he gave, he says that he's used to people talking about him on Facebook, calling him a false prophet and whatnot. But when he has a wife, he expects that wife to be his shelter, his safe space. If he's hearing accusations from outside, he shouldn't come back home and hear the very same accusations. You know what I mean?
That's true. That is true. I mean, if you decide to say yes to someone, it must be that you are at the point where you are accepting whatever that they are doing, if you find those things in. So if you decide to say, okay, I'll take this life with you and go further and grow together, then understand what I'm doing. That's the first thing, because when you say you want to be with the person, it can be that you just want to be with the person for their looks. It must be that you want to be with the person for other things. So it must be that you have seen and studied whatever that this person is doing and you're accepting it, whatever, fully. If a tagata, you're gonna do witchcraft with him.
But I have a question. When he said he always talks about red flags when he cancels people. But when it came to him in this situation, his red flag was in Babalwa. And he's saying Babalwa is not on his side. What do you feel about that statement, Uguti? She's not on my side. Does it mean, Uguti Mamuntu, if they are your partner, they should not be indifferent with you, or they should not be
indifferent.
opposite,
they should be indifferent with
but
you,
not do it in public?
They must do it in a constructive way.
Not in front of
and
people.
If they do it, it must be really one thing that's going to build you, because you can't go on in my house, meet my brother for the first time, and all of a sudden you're in agreement, you're in line with my brother, while I've spent many days with you. You can criticize me. We obviously cannot see eye to eye all the time.
Yeah.
But it must be that when you do it, it must have that constructive way of doing. You can't just blah. When they had their session, the private session, then you would tap into that. But if you're just gonna say, I believe your brother, then you might as well go.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Carol's game plan? Because I felt like she was flirting with the pastor for days.
Yeah, that's what they are here for.
She was brushing her confidence at the beginning there. And she was like,
Carol is old. Carol knows the game. Carol has an experience in comparison to all of them. She says things that the pastor wants to hear.
Yes. Especially there when they first started.
Yeah.
I felt like, okay, we are flat, I can go. And then on that question that they were asked what they feel about the family, Carol and Uzi, all of us have uncles that are, they drink too much. And same with your brother. I'm sure if you were to get in a fight in the streets, your brother would be defending you. And I'm sure you guys love each other. I felt like this is such a diplomatic answer.
Mm-hmm. Carol understands the game. Carol is here to win.
Is she the only one getting the game so far?
It seems as if she's the only one getting the game. The rest are just there to do the cat fights. The others, to me, they look like they are acting smart, like your Eunice, but their game is actually making them to fail, because Carol has a personality. While she's doing that, she knows what to say at the right time, with a bit of jokes and teasing there and there. She has everything that you would want to a woman to have if you were to date them. She's fun, but she can be serious. She understands you as a person, and knows when to brush your ego, because the ego was bruised from that meeting, and then you get someone who kind of brushes it, and even the pastor mentioned it, that I felt more confident when she was saying that, and that's a game. That's what we do.
Okay, guys, let's take tips from Carol. That's a wrap for this review. Until the next one, you guys, thank you so much for joining us, and until the next one, bye.
Bye.